Let's unbox the American Girl collector Cinderella doll. She's been out for quite some time. She was the last collector doll I needed for my collection, so I'm very excited to get her out of this box. Hi everyone, my name is Nicole. I am an American Girl doll collector. I own over 200 American Girl dolls and I make videos about them, unboxing them, and just everything about them. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing the collector Cinderella doll. As many of you know, I live the closest to American Girl Chicago, although I do live in Wisconsin, so it is a little bit of a hike. I had the opportunity to go to DC recently and go to the American Girl place in DC. And while I was there, I was debating which doll I was going to get, and I decided on the collector Cinderella finally. She was 40% off and I had some rewards, so I did end up getting her for a pretty good price. And I picked out the one I wanted in store, which made it really special. When she first came out, I waited to see if she'd go on sale because I figured she would, since her Playline counterpart was released first. Most people were like, why would I buy the collector Cinderella if the Playline Cinderella already exists and she's way cheaper? And that's pretty much exactly what happened. She ended up going on a sale, and then I had some rewards from when I actually bought Alice and used them to bring her price down a little bit more, so I got her for a good deal. If you know me, you know I don't buy my dolls at retail. I try very hard not to, and I get them on sale for deals the best I can. So let's get her out of this box. The American Girl place in DC had 5 Cinderellas in stock, and I actually went through each one and opened them up and found my perfect Cinderella doll. So that was a really fun experience, since usually I have my collector dolls just shipped to me and I just hope and pray that it's a good doll. But I think this Cinderella that I picked out is really, really pretty. So I am going to fast forward through taking her out of this box. I do have a video on my channel how I take my dolls out of the boxes, my collector dolls out of the boxes very nicely so I don't damage the box, if you're curious on how I do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to speed it up and get her out of this box. And actually, before I do that, my Cinderella is number 1816 of 6,000. Oh yeah. Okay, there's a string in her hair. It's also kind of odd, so there were like plastic things, or like, you know, those plastic pieces that are attached to the box, holding her hairnet in place so it didn't come off of her, which is kind of interesting. I have never seen that before. Let me get this box out of the way, and here she is out of the box. I actually really like collector Cinderella. I adore her dress over, I think I prefer it over the Playline, even though she's twice as expensive and didn't sell very well. Let me get her dress a little not flat from her being in the box. Her hair is a little bit like, it's just a little frizzy from being in the box. That's okay. She's got some, she still has some plastic around her neck, it looks like. So her headband is also like under her hairnet, and it looks like it's attached to her hair, which again, I am not gonna take that off. I had to take it off for Alice because I couldn't get her hairnet off without doing that. So this time I'm just gonna take her hairnet off and then leave it as is, since she is a collector doll and I don't touch them minus taking them out of the box. So let's take off her hairnet. It looks like it is under her bangs. So if we pull down like this, up, just like that, yeah. And then there are these like extra little plastic thingies, I don't know what these are called, that were attached to the box so the hairnet didn't come off. Here's how she looks now without the hairnet on. Pretty much the same because it was just holding everything in place. She has some flyaways, but she is absolutely perfect. I am glad I didn't pay the $310 she was originally though, because that's a lot of money for a doll that sat for so long I knew would go on sale, and that's why I waited. Most of the time, if it's a limited release doll like Alice and I know she's gonna go fast, or I see she's going fast, then I will pay the full price, because then in my mind I'm not having to pay the extra high reseller prices on eBay after the fact. So in my mind I'm getting a good deal, if that makes sense, which I think it works out that way. So it's just always going back to me trying to get good deals on dolls. So I love Cinderella. I'm going to do a comparison between my collector Cinderella now and my Playline Cinderella. There are a lot of Playline Disney dolls. There's actually like 4 of them that I don't have. So there's been a couple of comparisons that I haven't been able to make, but I do have all the collector versions. So now I have every collector doll that's ever been made. So cool. And I am very excited to get her on my wall with all of my other collector dolls. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, I'd love it if you subscribe, like this channel. Let me know what else you'd love to see or any comparison videos, since I do have a lot of dolls, and the odds are I probably have 2 or 3 that you'd like me to compare. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!